All right. Hi, happy Friday. Welcome to the Late Night Mom Show. This week I have a
Woo!
special guest with me, my friend Tan Nguyen right here.
What's
Tan
up?
is the one responsible for my banner. His company's responsible for my banner and like branding solutions. So if you need any marketing for your company, you know who to call.
Yes.
Um, so this week we're going straight into the show because it's my season finale. Woo woo! 10 episodes. And Ted and I are going to have a conversation about the Massage Girls Wanted portion.
Mm-mm-mm.
Tan's actually in New Orleans, so yay! Thanks for doing this.
Yeah,
All right,
problem.
Tan. What's but first of all, cheers. Are you drinking?
Cheers.
What is
My,
that?
my
Coffee?
drink, no, my mixed drink is in here.
Oh,
I
I was like the fuck.
gotta work tomorrow, lady.
Okay. All right. So go Tan, what's up? What is up? Talk to me.
Damn. So we went from roommates who exchanged massages to you charging a pretty penny for a massage. Is that the that's the next level in the career? Is that what that was?
Wait, so when we exchanged massages, it was innocent massages.
Yeah, this is
Let's be
because
clear.
we
Yeah.
worked double shifts at a restaurant that paid us little money, and we would come home after work, still a little broke, worn out, knotted up, and fortunately we kind of knew how to massage, so
Hmm.
I like prepared you for your second career. Is that right?
So you can blame Tan for me learning how to do it. But okay, go on. Yes.
So I I didn't know about all this, right?
Hmm.
Until it's like Lynn, massage girl, what?
How'd you find out?
Um, I think it was when I went. I think it was when I went that one time we went to visit
Hmm.
California, and
Hmm.
I think you were telling me about you were playing poker, and then you were doing something else, but you wouldn't tell me what at the time.
Mm.
I think, or maybe because you said you weren't ready to tell me yet,
Mm. Mm.
and then I think later on that's when you told me. I don't remember when, but I did remember that's when I had some suspicions back then. But I respected you. I waited till you to hey when you were
Right.
calling, tell me.
I actually think you found out from watching my stand up. I
Was
think you
that what?
had, yeah, you had suspicions, but then you never
Yeah,
asked, and then you
but
saw my clip.
because I didn't know whether it was something you were hiding or something that you were not proud of until it's like, yo, this is public info. You straight up said that on the internet. Like, yo, I'm gonna come ask you. What was that? And
Okay.
then you told me you're gonna do a series, and I was like, yo, I guess we're gonna hear everything, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my first question is, how long did you do it for? Like when, and then when did you stop?
So
Or is that something that or is that something you're gonna continue on in season two?
no, you can ask me whatever. Let's see. So I started when I was 20. I only did it for a year
Okay. Okay.
because I got tired of looking at penises. Seriously,
Yeah, me
I
too.
just got tired of it. Like it got to a point where I started getting. I knew I was over it because I started getting phone calls, like massage client calls, and I wouldn't
Right.
take them. I wouldn't answer the
Mm,
phone.
it was that bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't answer the phone. And I was like really irritated with every call I got. I was like, it was like time to leave. And then also I had a stalker.
Did you?
I had someone call me and he auto-tuned his voice and he was like, I've been watching you in your outfits. You were walking from your hotel room to the store in your shorts. Like he knew what I was wearing and everything.
How far along were you into this when the stalker started happening?
It was
Like
towards it was towards the end. It was
towards
towards
the
the end.
yeah.
It was towards the
So
end.
so you did it for a year, and you, when I think you mentioned it was you charged 250, right? Was that is that
No,
right or what?
250 is depending on the client. The rate is like
Uh,
150,
okay, okay.
150, 200. Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned that your goal is to make that $10,000 and get the hell out.
Yep.
Did you get close to it?
You know what? I made the 10,000 obviously, but then I didn't save any.
Yeah.
I didn't save any because I grew up poor. So then when I had money, it was like, oh my God, you know how it is. Well, you don't
Yeah.
know how it is, but you know, when you have money, you're like, oh my God, now I can spend money all the time. Yeah.
Right. So
Hmm.
you say you started at 29, now you're 30, which is about almost 10 years ago, right?
Hmm. Yes,
Dang.
sir.
So I'm sorry, I just straight up dated you now. Everybody knows how old you are.
It's okay. Everybody
Just cut
knows.
that out.
Everybody
So,
knows. Everybody knows. Uh-huh.
you know, during that time, you mentioned one story about, you know, Sergio blocking somebody in, and that was when you were terrified. Was there
Yeah.
another moment other than that that you felt unsafe, or you know, you felt like,
Oh
this
my.
girl's sketch, I gotta get the heck out of here.
Good question, because I didn't get to say that in the when I was talking about it. But there was a client who invited me to an expensive hotel in LA, and then he
Okay.
started smoking crack.
Oh no.
But I didn't know, seriously, I never seen crack before in my life. So like when
Okay.
he showed it to me,
I
I
oh,
so he showed me this little ball, the white ball, and he was like, "Are you cool with this?" And I was like, "Okay." Like I didn't even know what it was. And then he like started smoking it, and then he had me there for 2 hours, right? And then he gave me $600.
jeez.
Yeah, he gave me $600, and then he started getting paranoid. He started like, someone on drugs. He's paranoid. So I tried to leave, and as I was leaving, he said, he was like, "But we didn't have sex," and
Oh,
I was like, "Oh, well, here's your $100 back." So I
oh,
gave him I refunded him $100, and then I like ran out of there.
oh. Was that when you had Emmy, Sergio, or Derek was with you at the time?
That time was Derek,
Derek? Yeah.
but Derek didn't drive me that time. I drove myself. I took his
Okay.
car and I drove myself.
Okay. So
Sergio had nothing to do with me at that time.
okay. So
Hmm.
so your arrangement with Derek the same you had with Sergio. I think the numbers was 40%.
Yeah,
Okay. So that's okay.
yeah.
It's not bad. So what was that like when you said, "Hey, meet my wife"?
When he said that,
Yeah, you said
because
you met
he,
your
I met
wife.
his
And,
wife.
oh, everybody's so nice. It's just,
They
you know,
were nice.
mainstream.
The thing is, she was okay. The funny thing is, his wife was a lawyer. His wife's
What?
an attorney. Yeah, his wife's a lawyer. And then she knew that he wasn't doing anything other than driving me. you
Okay.
know so she knew that he wasn't doing anything that's so dangerous. And then she met me, which probably gave her comfort because I looked like this,
Right.
like I
Right.
didn't look like I was drugged up or anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
so we became pretty cool, and then he and his wife ended up letting me rent out their back house. So
Okay.
I stayed in their back house, and that clients came there and did massages and stuff, and she was there.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, she's a lawyer.
How
Hmm.
how was it taboo, or is it taboo in LA? I mean, I'm from New Orleans, so a lot of things just go right. I mean, but I don't, you know, like you, I'm naive or new to a lot of these things. So as you're telling me these stories, I'm like, what is this? Just, people just randomly call and give you money and do that? Well, you know,
No, seriously, yeah. Because I remember looking at it, like just checking out Craigslist on at other states, like
yeah,
Texas or something, to see if it was a big thing. And it's not as big. It was like booming at the time that I was doing it
okay.
in LA. In LA, it was booming. Like
So
everybody knew if you clicked on an ad that said sensual, you're getting a hand job. You know what I mean?
I so a lot of the stories that you shared with us were hot guys and guys you fell in love with.
Hmm.
Was there where you just got in, get it, get the hell out? You're like, oh my god, I can't believe he had the money to do this.
No, no,
Oh,
I actually no. I've never been disgusted with any of my clients.
really?
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's because I was so picky about who my clients were, though. I
Well,
was
you know, you
picky.
have a good ear. You were
Yeah,
always discern who you're gonna meet and talk to, and just by the conversation, you can tell right away, right?
yeah,
You were always pretty good about that.
and if they called and they were in a dangerous neighborhood, I wouldn't go. I didn't take the chance.
Yeah.
I already we knew what the dangerous parts of the city was.
So I guess the part that you would have no idea is when they're coming to you, right? So you
Yeah,
have no
that's when you have no idea. But
idea.
even then, Oh, you know what? There was somebody who showed up at my hotel once, and he was drunk. He
Oh
wasn't
no,
He wasn't disgusting though. He was
he's
just
just
drunk.
sloppy drunk.
Yeah, like not kind of. He tried not to be sloppy, but I could tell he was, drunk. And then
So what happened? You refused.
I refused him. Yeah.
Ay ay ay.
And that can be scary too because you don't know how men are going to react when
Right.
they show up and then
In their mind, they're thinking, I'm about to, release some pressure here,
I know.
and it doesn't happen.
And I added to it.
Well, now what? Right?
Oh yeah, yeah. He was nice about it.
Okay.
I've also shown up at locations that were sketchy and didn't go in.
So you just kind of called and said, "Hey, I changed my mind. You can't."
Yeah, I said I don't feel safe or whatever it is. I just call them and don't go in. Just tell them cancel it.
So there's some parts of the stories that you had that felt like it was a win-win for both of you guys, right? Meaning you got to, you got to release some stress for yourself too, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like sexual stress?
No, well, you said you never had sex with anybody, but you said you made out with the bachelor, right?
Oh yes. And he's not the only client I've made out with.
Okay.
I didn't have sex with them, but
but that was after the 1 hour.
It was after the 1 hour.
That was not during working hours.
Which makes me a bad businesswoman. You know what I mean? I could have asked for more money. Yeah, I could have been like, well, for an extra however much, I'll make out with you or whatever, But right. I just wasn't smart enough to do that.
What was the kinkiest request you ever had, and you had to think about it and go, I guess.
Well, I had that request in that last episode where the guy asked to finish on my tailbone.
You know what? I have a question about that. Because I'm confused. He asked you to give him a hand while you just said while he was doggy style.
Yeah, he said, hold on.
So he was on all fours?
He was on all fours.
Behind?
I had to go behind him and like a cow. Like I was milking a cow.
So he was like a little cow, you were just milking the cow.
I was just milking the cow. And then
So how did that conversation, because you were behind him, how did that conversation went from, you're not even face to face to the point where, hey, you turn around and let me, rub on your back?
They just ask. These guys don't care. They're not. Okay. Most of them aren't shy. Most of them aren't shy. So he just says it. He just said it, and I was like, I don't think so. No. But besides that one is this one guy asked me to put my finger in his butt, in his butthole.
Right.
And he was, I'm telling you, white collar, like you wouldn't expect it from him kind of guy. He looked kind of like straight edge, like Mr.
Did he tip extra?
Exec. Huh?
Did he tip you extra for that?
I can't remember. I know he left a tip. They usually leave a tip.
You left a tip.
Yeah, but he asked me to do that. That one I did.
Okay.
That one I did because he looked clean to me.
Right.
And I was like, okay, cool. But
so when man, I wish we had more time, but I'm just gonna get to the good one. So if you have anybody, I know you mentioned that you felt empowered and you felt like you shouldn't shame people in this industry. Anybody who's going into it, do you have any advice for them? Who's like, I have aspirations to be an actor, an actress, or a model. I'm in LA. I'm broke. I need to make some money. But I got called for this. Any advice that you have for a young lady that might be interested in doing something like that?
Yeah, for sure. If someone said they wanted to do that, first of all, if I would make sure that they're a confident person, not like, oh, I feel sorry for myself. This is sad. I have no other way out kind of thing. Right, I want them to be, so be confident. And if you decide you want to do that, fucking own it. Just own it. You don't have to tell everybody. I'm not saying like announce it like I do, But if you're gonna do it, own it.
Announced it, so it's okay.
Yeah, just own it. Don't make yourself the victim to anything. Right. Don't make yourself the victim. You're in control. Just be in control of all the clients. where you stay, how much you charge, be in control of everything, so you feel like you're in the power, not the other way around.
Mm.
You're not at the mercy of anyone. That's why I didn't take every client, because I was in control of it.
You mentioned Sergio. You called him your pimp.
Mhm.
Do you have any advice on them, or anybody who's getting into it? To hey, these are the ones you want to avoid. These are the ones that you should be okay to work with. You know.
Yeah, dude, when I say Sergio was my pimp, he didn't look like a normal pimp, obviously, like he wasn't like, if you leave me, I'm gonna cut you. Like he's not like that. So
Right.
just, I don't suggest working with anyone. I think if you want to do it, you can DM me and I'll tell you how to do it. Seriously, I'll
Okay.
tell you how. So just
Okay.
DM me and then just find a friends that you trust to be there, kind of like an Emmy to like support you, to be there for you. You don't need a pimp.
Is this the same Emmy we know, or is it a different Emmy?
It's a different Emmy.
Okay.
I'm using fake name, incognito
Oh,
names.
oh, good.
Hmm.
What Emmy?
No,
Same Emmy that we know?
no. You're just using incognito names. I'm the
Yeah.
only one who's like, yeah, it's me.
So,
Uh,
so anything you miss about those days? Anything that as you're telling these stories, you kind of reminisce about, or no?
yeah, I miss how easy life was. I
Yeah.
miss how simple life was. And if you have more questions, you can always ask, and then I can pick and choose which questions to use. You know what I mean? But anyway, no, I miss the ease. It's I didn't have a kid, I didn't have responsibilities.
Yeah.
It was easy, and I made a lot of money. So
Yeah.
that's what I miss about it, the simplicity
Mm.
of it all.
Did the danger give you like a high that you maybe never had, or
No,
'cause you didn't do drugs? Was that a high that kind of replaced it?
wait, the drug, like I didn't do drugs? Oh no,
Yeah.
you know
You
what?
say you do drugs, but was that like, some people get a thrill out of doing dangerous work, right? Did
Mm-hmm.
that provide a thrill for you?
No. What I did have though was that drama with Sergio. And I think I
Mm.
was addicted to that kind of drama.
The
Like
boyfriend.
the boyfriend stuff, the boy
Mm.
stuff. But in terms of work, and Tan, you know me for like ever. I've always had boy drama.
Yeah. It'll come
um
to man.
that was yeah.
Why you guys? And then 3 hours later,
Yeah.
right?
Tan used to be my hitch. He used to be the guy that I would go to ask for advice.
It's always because we had these long road trips, and then
Yeah.
we had an hour in the car, and then they go, 10, why do guys? And then, right?
But yeah, that's probably the only thing the only kind of drama I was addicted to. I was never like, oh, I love the drugs and my life's in danger. Like that
Yeah.
stuff wasn't my thing.
When you were going through this, and I know in your mind you felt like this is something you wanted to do.
Hmm.
Did you feel like it relationship with friends or maybe cousins or family that this is something that I definitely don't want them to know? Did you feel
Mm.
did you have to hide it, or was that something like you tell me, I say it?
No, see the thing when I was doing that though, my mom was still alive. So
Oh,
yeah, so she would ask me, and I was able to. So remember, I started doing it because my mom was so broke, right? So
right.
when I
Yeah.
started doing massages, I was able to kind of give her some money, you know.
Okay.
But then she asked me like, what was I doing, and I told her I was a massage therapist.
Oh,
So then
so
she
she's thinking the
regular,
Swedish.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So then she went and told my aunt, my cousins, and everybody that I was a massage therapist.
So were they all like, oh, okay, or they're like,
Yeah. No,
oh,
they were like, oh, okay. Because I was never known to be one to get into trouble like that.
that's true. Yeah.
Hmm.
I didn't. That's why I was surprised when you said it. I was like, wait,
Yeah,
Lynn?
yeah, yeah. It wasn't like I was always the one that was, you know, getting myself into bullshit. So they just thought I was really a massage therapist, which I mean,
During that time, did you start playing poker?
yeah,
That were you so that was kind of your pastime in between,
because I had all the time in the world. Like I just like if I didn't have clients, I was just there watching American Idol or TV or whatever. So then I
So
just, uh-huh.
I was gonna say, so just because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a numbers guy, how many average a day appointments did you have, and what were you pulling in a week?
So it got to a point where I was doing either from 2 to like 8 a day. So it can, some days I would have only 2, which is slow days. And then some days I would have 8.
So that's some days you'd
Wait,
do
was it 8? Yeah, yeah.
200. Some days
Yep.
you'd pull 1,000
Yep.
a
Yep.
day.
A day.
7.
A
Did you take
day,
a day
Tan.
off?
A day.
God damn.
I would take some days off for like my friend's bachelorette party and things like that. But I'm naturally like a hustler. So
Yeah.
I couldn't take, I just didn't know how to take days off. And then to me, I wasn't really going to a job, so it didn't feel like work. Does that make sense? It just felt
Yeah.
like I was just making money. But
Right.
I'll be like, but honestly, the 8 a day wasn't like constant, you know.
Yeah.
On average, it would be like 4 or 5 a day. That's average.
So that'd be between $500 to $700 a day average. Wow.
But I also lived at the DoubleTree Hotel.
So you were paying out as much as you were bringing in.
So I was
almost.
paying like 70 a night
Yeah.
in the hotel. So
Yeah.
because it felt safer too.
No, and I remember you whenever you had money, you were always generous with it. Every time you had cash, you always paid for dinner when we're all broke together, right?
Yeah.
Did you? So I think you did say it. You didn't get a chance to save any of it. You kind of just splurged yourself and your friends.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
There's something about money that I'm not attached to it.
No,
I have no attachment. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, what do you need? Oh, yeah, you can have that. You know.
Yeah, I got
I
it.
have
Yeah,
no.
I remember that always about you. That you were always generous with what you made, and you shared it.
Yeah, we were all kind of like that with each other, though. You know. And I think because we grew up in that kind of culture with us and our, Tan and I and the group that we had together, we were so generous with each other.
Yeah.
That I transferred that my whole entire life.
Yeah. Oh, that was in our early 20s. That was kind of crazy.
23, 24.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm turning 39 in 2 months.
Damn.
Oh, right.
We known each other a long ass time.
Since 01, I think, or 02.
Over 10 years.
20 years. We're pushing
20 years?
Yeah.
Damn, Tan.
I started work I was 19.
Oh. Yeah, I was 22. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Oh my God. Tan. We've been friends for like ever. We're going to be friends forever though. But see, this is what I mean, because in my Father's Day one, I was like, Tan is someone that you can just be yourself with, right? And like, he's going to love you no matter what. See, now you guys know. This is how he is, like all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I left for home after Katrina in 06, and I haven't seen you for probably 4 years. I went to LA because we were going from LA to our honeymoon in 08.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Hawaii, so we took a couple of days in LA to visit friends, and that's when I saw you, and you told me you were playing poker. We played poker at a friend's house that night. I was like, "Dang, girl, this is when you started playing poker."
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I had money to play too. I was like dropping. Kat was probably like, "Where did she get?" The last time I saw her, she was broke as a joke. Like, why? Why all of a sudden she has all this money to play poker? But yeah, no, my friends.
I asked if you were willing to tell me. You would have. But it's been. It had to be like 4 years since I seen you last, and then I didn't. We just, hey, I'm in LA. Let's meet up, and then it was just instant. I saw you for like maybe 4 hours that night because you played poker, pizza. Then I dropped you off.
That was it. And you know what? I didn't tell anybody at the time. Like I didn't announce it at the time because I knew that I have conservative friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Conservative friends.
The ones out here, yeah, they're very like medical field, married. Some are religious. So I'm not going to be like, listen, if your husband needs a hand job, you know what I mean? Here's my card. Like I'm not going to do that because they might feel uncomfortable, and I don't want to deal with comforting them in their
Did you ever have a friend had to come lecture you, or had to have an intervention with you, or anything like that, or no?
You know what? Benson, who's my best friend, my guy best friend.
Surprise!
So he fucking messages me on MySpace, or what did we have back then? Facebook. I don't know what we had back then, but anyway, So he messages me because he knew the Sergio drama. He knew the whole thing. So then he messages me and he's like, listen, as your best friend, I want to let you know that I don't like anything you're doing right now.
He found out.
Huh?
How did he find out? Because he was in Texas
I
already,
told him.
right? Oh, you told.
He,
Oh,
he
okay.
was he was one of the people who knew.
Ah.
So he was
He
like, I
was
don't
the
like
only
what you
person
do.
who talked you out of it.
Yeah,
Try to
he was
talk.
the only friend that was like, he goes, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like Sergio. I don't like that guy. I don't like this lifestyle. You don't need to be doing that. He's the only one. Everybody else was just like, she'll get over it. You know?
It's
They
just
know
a phase.
yeah.
Yeah.
They know I'm stubborn. They know I'm not
Hmm.
trying. That's not my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because during that, not only was I playing poker, but I did acting classes. I was still doing my thing.
I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I just didn't remember how you were paying for everything.
Yeah, how this bitch? But yeah, he was the only one that was like, I don't like it. But of course, I didn't listen.
Oh, well, yeah, Vince is just a teddy bear.
I
He's
know. Because you know why? You know why? Because I was on the phone with Vincent one time, and then Sergio barged into the apartment and
okay.
started mouthing off.
Oh, so he
Yeah,
heard it.
he heard it.
That's when he felt like you might have been in danger.
Probably, yeah. 'Cause he
Then
started,
he
and
went.
then huh?
Then he went into Big Brother mode.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
No, that's Benson.
Yeah,
You always got to have a buddy like that that's gonna talk
right.
you. If I'm jumping off the ledge because it's gonna be fun off a bungee cord. That's the guy.
But he's,
I've seen Benson twice. He came and visited me once,
uh-huh,
and then went to Dallas last year, and then we had a heck of a time at his place. Beautiful home, and we just picked up where we left off. It wasn't like
mm-hmm.
seeing him probably in a decade either. So we just kind of again picked up where we left off.
Damn, you guys, these guys have their families and stuff. Tan's married, four daughters. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Tan, if let's say you found out one of your daughters ever did what I did, but she wasn't a victim to it, like she's like me, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like very like empowered by it and stuff. Like you find out later after she's done it. How would you feel? Would you feel like a failure as a dad? How would you feel?
Man, that's a good question. It depends on what you're doing.
It depends on what?
It depends on what sisters are doing. If they're doing well for themselves, I mean, look, I got 25% chance of my kids. Some not gonna just gonna have to do that. I'm hoping one or two of them is gonna be able to get their life together, right?
Yeah.
The others, well, fortunately, I have been in positions where I do talk to a lot of people, and so I hope that can carry on with me and my girls being able to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
And like what Kevin Hart has is what he has a safe zone with his kids where
Mm-hmm.
here's an opportunity to just talk. I'm not your dad. I'm your friend. Just tell me what it is.
Right.
And I hope to be able to have that kind of relationship with my girls one day.
Yeah. And you do. I can see that.
We'll see. I mean,
yeah. Because I mean, you have that energy. There's like that natural vibe about you that's comforting. You're not a hard ass like that.
yeah.
So like, if one of your daughters was like,
I can be because my mom was very strict on us. Like she was our hard ass, and I take a little bit of what my mom taught us and how she raised it. How my dad was. My dad was more passive. My dad was more like, now I'm pissed. Watch out. And more like, hey, she would talk. I talk. Hey, pick up. Clean after yourself, and take your bath, and brush your hair. And so it's just a mixture of both that my mom and my dad that I got. And then will it work? I don't know. I mean, we'll find out in 10 years. We'll see how these girls turn out.
Because I feel like we just do the best we can as parents, and then they become whatever they become.
No, it's absolutely right because I raise my girls the same way, and they're all different. Literally, every single one of them have a different personality. So.
Oh.
Are they predestined to do something to be who they are? I don't know, but maybe my job is just to get them as prepared as possible to get to where they're going to be. Whether it be their dream business or job or arts or anything that just make them happy.
Yeah,
that's important.
yeah. I feel like if Ethan came to me and was like, "Mom, I want to be a stripper." I don't really feel like I'm going to be like, "No." Yeah.
Like, well, I saw this 10 episodes that you did on YouTube when you were back
No,
in.
yeah, like I just feel like, listen, don't do drugs, don't do anything violent. If you're just a male dancer, then you're just a dancer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do that, to just be the best at it is all I'm
You
saying.
better be the best, highest paying stripper male you hey.
You better be Magic Mike is all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
make them proud.
Yeah, I'll be, I'll be, I'll be his like manager and shit.
Sitting in
Like selling his
the
shows.
corner with a cigar. That's my
Yeah. No, seriously, because I just feel like the more I tell him not to do it, he's gonna want to do it. He's a Leo, you
Oh,
know.
yeah. Right. Yeah. We just gonna do whatever we want to do.
And y'all like the show. You like it.
Yeah, we like the attention too.
Yeah.
So me. What about me? You know,
Maybe that's why life.
it's
Huh?
still you that I still imitate whenever it says that. Oh, me.
Me,
What about me?
me.
Yeah.
And you know
That's,
what? Maybe that's why life gave you all girls. That way
you know,
you can be the only male. You.
as I say it all the time, man. When I was a kid, I was like, man, God just surround me with girls when I grow up.
Oh
I didn't
shit.
mean my daughters. And that's not what I meant. But God has a funny way of fulfilling or answering your questions, right?
Would you be mad, or do you consider it cheating if your other half went and got an erotic massage?
That's a difficult question to answer.
Like if it's
Be-
no sex, just no
well,
emotions.
because I've been on I've got a bunch of guy friends, and we have I've been on a bunch of bachelor parties. They all just getting married in like back to back. And so have I been to strip clubs with them, and I bought them dances, and I'm just giving them the cash and just because it's their day.
Yeah,
And occasionally they'll buy me a dance, right?
yeah.
So I don't know if that's equivalent to an erotic massage,
It's
but
not.
I didn't. I didn't. Getting a lap dance wasn't like I was cheating on my
Yeah.
wife or anything. So if she was, I mean, I'm sure when she went on her bachelorette party, male strip clubs were a lot different than men's strip clubs, right?
I've never
So
been to a male strip club, but anyway.
so yeah, so to answer your question, probably,
Yeah,
yeah, probably. I mean,
yeah,
if a woman was, you know, giving me a happy ending, I'm pretty sure she'd be extremely pissed.
yeah.
And if I was trying to give her a happy ending, I don't know how that works, but yeah, I would probably be upset. Yeah.
Yeah? Would
Yeah.
you is that a deal breaker? Would it be a deal breaker?
Jeez. Okay, Dr. Phil.
You know why I'm asking? Because I saw when I had a boyfriend after my year, after like 2 years later or whatever, I had a boyfriend, and then I gave a client a massage, and then he left me because he said I was cheating on him. I was the one giving a massage, and I confessed like a dumbass.
But you know what though? I think that's I think that question is a little difficult because to answer that is because that was something you were doing before him,
Mm,
right? That was something that
yeah.
was part of the fire.
Hmm.
Tram been together since we were 16, 17.
Mm,
So anything from here on out, we're exclusive, right? There's experimenting from here on out. So
right.
to answer like that, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, but I think at the end of the day, you're right. I think anytime another woman touches me intimately, she has a right to be upset, and
Yeah.
vice, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be a deal breaker. Hasn't
So
happened, thank the
no,
Lord.
of course not. Yeah, no. But so I like asking these questions because they're kind of fun. But like, so would you let Tram be an erotic massage girl? Would you be okay with it?
I do have 4 girls that need to go to school. We need tuition paid, woman. Nobody
She's cute too.
Nobody
Listen. I used to have girls work for me, right? Like I had girls who worked for me. Tram would have made a lot of money.
You think
No, I'm
so?
serious. Yeah, because they want the girls that look safe. That's why I made a lot of money.
Mm.
That's because
Okay.
it would be me and then other girls who worked for me, and I would get the most calls.
So the one with the tattoo and the earring right here with the
They don't
wild
look
hair.
safe. No, they don't look safe. And you got to
Mm,
put the right name, right? So Tram would
mm,
be like Tammy. You know what I mean? Like cute names. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Yeah.
So so one of the questions I have, going back to your 9 episodes here, did it have an effect on your relationship afterwards? So the question is yes, right? Or no?
Uh, it didn't psychologically for me. It didn't. It wasn't like because I was able to separate sexual stuff and intimate, like emotional intimacy.
You compartmentalize the both, yeah.
I knew how to do that, which is the reason why I could successfully be a sex worker,
Okay.
right? Because if you get attached to every single client, you know,
But you
because
know what though? I see you being an amazing pimp for whatever reason. I have why I don't know, but I can see you with 10 girls and you're on top and and then you just tell
yeah,
them what to, right? And then you would have your little rap sessions with the ones who's having trouble.
you know what? If they legalized sex working, right, and it was safe and we had security and stuff like, I would own a sex working business in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat, if it was safe, because I knew how to like pick the right clients. I knew how to make it
Mhm.
more classy. I knew how to nobody would mess with me. I just don't have that look where they can walk all over me, you know? So
Right.
that would have been helpful. I would
Ah.
do it, money, because I did it, and they gave me 40% of their earnings.
And I can see you, and I can see you being super successful. And then one of these days, I fly up to LA to visit some friends, and they're like, you have your scarf, your silk scarf on with big sunglasses, pulling up in a Benz. You'd be like, Tan, I got this.
They're gonna come
Come
on,
on, let's
come on,
go.
Tan.
Let me show you the Tan.
By the way, is Tram coming? You want any girls? You want what do you need? What do you need right now? And then I could be the comedian that's also a pimp. You know what I
I
mean?
know
Like everyone knows her.
every bachelor party is coming to LA, and you're my host.
Yeah.
Oh
It'd
man.
be like free. Oh, that'd be fun. But was that all the questions you had, or was there more?
No, I think I'm excited for season 2. I think what else you had to share with us. I first thank you for bringing me on your show and introducing me
Hmm.
to your audience.
For
Uh,
sure.
and hey, I think that um, your comedy career takes off. Oh, you know,
Yay! Season 2, I'm not gonna do the story every single week in season 2 because we are starting to write the series for Massage
okay.
Girls Wanted, but it's gonna be a different title. But we're starting to write the series.
You
We're
said
gonna do
we.
yeah. So I already have a director in line. I have producer. I have an editor. I have a writer. I don't write scripts. So I
I
have
got
my friend Erin who we're gonna brainstorm together, but she's gonna write the script.
and
And
this
I
for
are
season.
this is for season 1. It's gonna be 5 episodes, and it's a web series, and we'll see
Ah,
where it goes. Yeah, it's
damn.
gonna be 5-minute episodes. 5-minute
I'll be
episodes.
there.
Yeah, it's
I'll
gonna be cool. Hopefully it gets picked up. We'll shop it around. But everyone in LA thinks that they have the best story.
the
So,
biggest thing, right? Yeah,
so who knows if only the universe knows. So we'll
yeah.
see. All we
I
can do
think
is just do the best
you
we can.
know. Yeah, I think the universe owes you one. You
Yeah.
know,
From doing
just
all
one.
that community service.
Like in poker, man. One time, baby. Just one time.
I just want one time.
Just one time.
Oh man, because there's also I didn't talk about when I was in jail how I got busted. I didn't share all that stuff.
That was one of my questions that
Hmm.
maybe I was saving for letting you say for the next season. The question is, how in the hell are you an ex-con, and was it because of, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, well, see, when I got busted, so the Cliff Notes is I get busted. They take me in. I didn't have sex with them, so the judge dropped it down to loitering.
Okay.
So I have a misdemeanor on my record for loitering.
Hmm. So how many
That's it.
days did you have to?
Oh, so the time, well, when they put me in the tank that time, it was like a couple of days until I saw the judge. But I got busted 5 years later. I got pulled over and I didn't do all the community service and all that bullshit.
Oh shit.
So I
So
got pulled over
later.
5 years later and I had a bench warrant,
Oh,
which is
dude.
why lady cops, of course, because lady cops have integrity. So she straight took me in, and I
Dang.
was stuck in LA County for 12 days because the
Why 12?
Glendale, because the system was backed up. So the judge had already let me go, and then it was like, okay, cool, but the system didn't release me.
Hmm.
It was backed up. So it was 5 years later. I didn't get, it wasn't like I got busted and I ended up in jail right away.
I love your punchline. Listen, officer. I love it. What? Every time you say it.
It's one of the best ones, yeah. Aw. Man, I'm excited to see how our life is going to be. I can't believe we live such different lives, you and
Yeah,
I.
yeah. We live such similar lives for so long, and we just went like that.
Yep.
Yet 20 years later, we're still good friends. So I appreciate it.
I still dream of I literally every day I dream of the day that I can just get all my friends. I got everything. We're going on a cruise, vacation, whatever. And I can pay for everyone, you know? That's going to be so amazing. Bring your kids, whatever. Come on. All expense paid. We're going to go. You know?
Yo, yo, get the right congressman in place, get the right lawmakers in place. California is one of the most liberal states in the country.
Yeah.
Who knows what will happen, right? Legalize. Oh, we need tax money. Let's legalize it.
Let's legalize it. Might as well. Right? Because people be spending money.
I think some countries already have it legalized. They even have like designated parking areas for sex workers to have a safe place, to have a place to discard trash or whatever. I don't remember where I read that from, but that's somewhere in this country. It's legalized, right?
Yeah. And they have the Bunny Ranch. The Bunny Ranch.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah.
Vegas. It's legal in Vegas.
So is there a threshold that you need Ethan to be a certain age before you go, or
To Vegas?
yeah,
No.
Vegas?
See, the thing is, I won't give up my comedy. I won't
Oh,
give
okay.
up stand-up to do it. Yeah, LA
That,
is the best
that
place to be.
so Madame Linda is that enticing as comedian?
It's not.
So
It's not. But what is enticing is the fact that if I were to be a famous or a well-known stand-up comic, and if they knew that that comedian is also a mother, like a madam,
yeah, yeah,
that
Madam.
that
Yeah.
sells big time. That's a huge seller.
Dude, that's nobody.
Everybody wants to hear those stories,
Yeah, exactly.
you
Because
know?
people like me, who's never experienced or better, we want to know what to do, what not to do, right?
So if I call, make sure to use a fake name.
Got it.
Use a fake name, Tan.
Got it. I'm taking
Yeah,
notes.
yeah. I had so many Chris's. Chris,
Yeah,
John, Mike,
yeah,
so
yeah.
many.
Those are too easy.
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah. I didn't really get Tom, Chris, John, Mike, and I was just like, why does everybody have the same freaking name? Brad.
Yeah.
All the same names.
Oh, was there a specific demographic that asked for you?
A lot of white guys.
Yeah.
90%, 99% of my clients were white.
Mm.
99% were white.
You had an Asian request for you?
The only Asians I got Indian.
Yeah.
Indians. Not a lot of I had this one Asian guy who came. He was like in his late 40s or something. He called me. He came in. I gave him the hand job, but then he wanted to like put it between my boobs. You know. So he was like,
You
"Oh,
want?
can I put it in between your boobs?" He wanted to like, what do you guys call that? Like titty fuck or something?
Yeah.
So he wanted to do that.
What do you guys call that?
I forgot the term. It's been a while. Okay.
My bad.
So he wanted to, and he was like stone cold. He didn't really talk to me or anything. He just came in, put his penis between my boobs, finished, not on me. I would never allow that. And then he finished, and then he just left.
Wow.
He was very like stoic.
So he was your only Oriental.
Well, not one of the only. Most of them weren't Asian.
Your Orientals that you had, huh? Wow.
Most of them were not. I think Asians might be a little bit too scared too. Like, they don't want to get caught.
But they're also already potentially banging an Asian. They didn't want an Asian.
That's true.
Right? I mean, you'd go for the white girl or
Yeah.
Latina. something that you've never had.
Yeah, true. That's
So
why I got a lot of white guys. Okay.
right, yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
That's
So is it
true.
all this gonna be kept in? Out.
No, this is long as fuck. I wish I could make it a two-parter. I could make it a two-parter like the Father's Day one. Because it'd be cool.
Okay.
It'd be fun.
I think we're way over your time.
Is it past 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We went 50. I think we started at 11.
Oh no. It's okay. We'll edit it.
All right.
Not all, or I'll make it a two-parter. I'll figure it out. Okay.
But that's why we don't see each other long enough to
I
talk.
know.
Wise.
Okay, but I'm gonna put this in the end. So thank you so much for tuning in. Season 2 will be out July 11th. Thank you, Tan, for being here and having a conversation. That was so fun. He was all nervous to start. You stopped being nervous.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
But July 11th we'll be back. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.